If you spoke to 100 senior women leaders today, around 75 of them would tell you they rely on a private network of other women. Not a public network, not a LinkedIn audience, a small trusted group of peers they call, message, or meet with on a regular basis. That number's not a coincidence. Welcome back to Women Leading Beyond Bias. I'm Sandra D'Souza, founder of Elect. Today's episode is about something I think is one of the most quietly strategic decisions a woman can make in her leadership career: building a peer network of other senior women. Research from Harvard Business Review and from the Center for Talent Innovation has found that women who reach the most senior levels of organizations almost always have an inner circle of other senior women. Not just a broad network, a small group, often between 3 and 8 people who they speak with regularly. Men, the research found, tend to rely on broad networks for the same outcomes. Women rely on inner circles, and those inner circles do something that broad networks rarely do. They give women a private space to test ideas, to be honest about doubts, to navigate organizational politics, and to make decisions without having to perform certainty. The same research found that women without these peer networks were significantly more likely to plateau in their careers or to leave senior roles earlier than their male counterparts. I've seen this in almost every senior woman I know. The CEO who has 3 other women she calls when a board decision is weighing on her. The board director has a group of 4 peers she has dinner with every quarter. The founder who has a private group chat with 2 other founders that has been running quietly for years. These networks are not formal. They are rarely visible from the outside, but they are doing serious work. They are where the real conversations happen. The ones that are too sensitive for the boardroom and too important for the inside of one person's head. And the women without these networks tend to tell me the same thing. They feel alone in their decisions. They second guess themselves more often than they should. They carry the weight of senior roles without anywhere to set it down. That is not a personal failing. It is a structural gap. And it is one of those most fixable gaps in a leadership career. So if you are thinking about building your own peer network, here are 3 things worth keeping in mind. 1, a peer network is built slowly, not assembled quickly. The strongest peer networks I see were built over years through small acts of generosity. A useful introduction here, a thoughtful message there, a moment of real honesty during a hard time. You cannot manufacture trust by inviting 8 senior women to a single dinner. You earn it 1 relationship at a time. 2, the right peers are usually a step ahead, beside, or behind you. It can be tempting to look only at women more senior than you, but the most useful networks include women at your level who understand your current reality and women a step behind you who can keep you connected to what is emerging. The mix matters more than the seniority. 3, the network only works if you give to it as much as you take. The women I know with the strongest peer networks are also the women who give the most generously. They share opportunities, they make introductions, they show up when others are struggling. The network sustains them because they sustain it. This conversation lives across 2 pillars of the PRISM framework: relationships and impact. Relationships, because a peer network is the most direct form of long-term relational investment a woman can make in her career. And impact, because at Elect, we use impact specifically to mean helping other women progress into leadership. A peer network is one of the most reliable ways for that to happen. The women in your network become the ones who recommend you, sponsor you, and open doors for you, and you do the same for them. So here's a question for the week. Who are the 3 or 4 women you would call first if you had a hard decision to make this month? If those names came easily, your peer network is already doing its work. If they didn't, a helpful first step can be choosing one woman you respect and reaching out for a conversation this month. Networks are built one conversation at a time. Thank you for being here through these conversations. If this episode resonated, please share it with the women in your own network. They're a part of why this work matters. I'll see you in the next episode.